Yo, real quick before we get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know you might want to stick around. I finally hit 250 subscribers. Actually, I hit it a few videos ago and I just never really noticed, to be honest. So we're going to do the 250 subscriber giveaway in this video. I think it's pretty fitting considering I think the last time I did one was also a Bass Baits Monthly video, so it's just fitting that we're doing one on another one. But yeah, stick around if you guys are trying to win some free baits, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Ooh, big old box. Holy crap. What is going on, folks? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a little bit upset about this video. You guys have probably read the title. You know what's going on already. This is going to be my last Bass Baits Monthly video. Now, you guys know I absolutely love Bass Baits Monthly. They are my favorite subscription tackle company that I've ever used on the market, and I've used a whole bunch of them. I've used Mystery Tackle Box, Lucky Tackle Box. I've tried Monster Bass, I've tried a couple other ones, but I really truly think that bang for your buck and to get the most assortment of baits and the best baits that you can possibly get, I think there's no better option than Bass Baits Monthly. It's a little bit more expensive than some of the other boxes on the market, but I really do think it's worth it. You always get more than what you pay for. Now, I'm not going to go into the specifics as to what's going on. I just don't really think that I need to, but just so you guys know, this is going to be the last Bass Baits Monthly video. Finally, though, it is March, so we are actually probably going to be able to get out and do some fishing with some of these baits. That's what I want to do. Oh, and I also want to say before we get kicked into the video that I have absolutely nothing against Bass Baits Monthly, absolutely nothing but love for the guys over at there. I absolutely love their subscription company. It was just time for me to move on. It was just time for us to part ways. If any of the folks over at Bass Baits Monthly are watching right now, I really appreciate you guys letting me be a part of your pro staff. It really means the world to me that you guys let me have this opportunity, and I really do appreciate everything that you guys have done for me, supporting my channel and everything. But yeah, enough of that goopy stuff. We got a nice big old box from Bass Baits Monthly. I believe this is actually the box that they would use for their gift box options. But I don't know why this month's box came in here. It seems like there's a couple extra things in here. They told me that they were going to throw in a couple extra things, but I have no idea what's in here. So I figured we'd do a quick unboxing on camera, and yeah, then we'll take some of the stuff out to some of the ponds around here and see if we can get bit on it. But yeah, I'm going to get you guys set up, and we'll get right into the unboxing. Then I'll meet you guys down at the pond, and we'll see if we can get on a few fish. Whew. Well, hey there, folks. I know I look completely different than I did like 10 seconds ago in the intro, but that's because this is actually future me. I'm from the future. Well, not really. I actually have to refilm this. I'm filming this unboxing part way later than I filmed the rest of the video. I filmed this unboxing, or tried to film the unboxing, I guess, when I first got the box. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, my GoPro decided not to record any audio, so I just had like 40 minutes of me talking about nothing with no audio to go along with it. But again, it was like 40 minutes of me talking. I don't want to sit through that and edit that, and I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me unbox this box of baits for 20 minutes, so I'm just going to kind of re-unbox this stuff, and I'll show you guys what we got this month. So again, I've already done this unboxing, so everything's already out of the packaging and stuff. Sorry about that, but that's just kind of what happens when you film an unboxing a month ago and then you have to refilm it. But yeah, we're going to get right into the box. They sent me, obviously, everything that you would get in your normal Bass Baits Monthly box, and then they were also nice enough to include a couple of swim baits in there for me. So we're going to take a look at the stuff that would normally come in the Bass Baits Monthly box for the month of March, and then we'll get into the actual swim baits, which I am super excited to get into the arsenal and start throwing around this spring. Before we get into this real quick, though, I just want to say a super big shout out. Thank you to Bass Baits Monthly again for supporting me over the years and whatnot. Also for sending these baits over. These are absolutely awesome. I was not expecting anything like this. They said they were going to send me a couple of things just as like a going away present, but I was not expecting something like this. But yeah, we're just going to run through this box real quick and try and get out of the way, and then we'll get on down to one of the ponds and go do some fishing. Well, I've already done the fishing like a month ago, but well, you guys will see me down. You know what I'm talking about. So first up, we got a couple of soft plastics, which I'll just pull off the top right here. We got a pack of the X-Zone Pro Series finesse tubes. These are, the X tubes. These are the 2.75 inch. This is the Beetlejuice color. So it's just kind of like a brown on one side and then like a green pumpkin with some red and green flake on the other. Super natural, looks absolutely fantastic for some smallmouth, largemouth, whatever you want. I hear these do really well in creeks. I know people flip tubes. I've never really had that much success flipping a tube, but I know people do it. I'll probably just end up using these for like some small pond bass or something, just a little bit smaller crawfish style profile will probably get these fish real fired up, especially in the summer once they start getting real finicky and stuff. And you can also use these as a great little bed presentation. If you're bed fishing a little bit later in the spring, we haven't quite gotten there yet, but once bed fishing season rolls around, these will be a great little option to throw on a bed. Just like a little tiny crawfish or a bluegill to try and piss off those fish. And those also came with a couple little tube jig heads, which I don't know where the packaging went or where the tube jigs went, but they came with some little XM branded tube jigs as well to go along with them. We also got some Gambler BB crickets and their Junebug Shadow blue color. So this is just kind of like a small crawfish style presentation. I believe these were designed for like flipping and punching, since they don't have a lot of action to them, a lot of like spangly appendages that get wrapped up and caught on stuff. I can also see these working really well on a shaky head. Just something about that super subtle presentation with almost no action should really get some pressured fish to bite. Especially this time of the year, these fish are a little bit more finicky. They don't really want to move around a whole lot. Water temps are still like mid 40s here if we're lucky, so these fish probably don't want something with a ton of action, and in that case, these little BB crickets would work pretty well. And then the Junebug Shadow Blue color is really cool. It's just like a Junebug on one side and then their color Shadow Blue, which is literally just blue with blue flake in it, but looks super cool. Just a little bit of a different presentation for some dirtier water. I don't use a whole lot of Gambler stuff, although the stuff that I have used from them I do like a whole lot, so we'll definitely have to try these things out and see what they can do for us. Alright, the next couple items out of the box are, again, meant to be put together, so I'll just kind of talk about them together. We got one of the new Z-Man Big Blade Chatterbaits in the, I believe this is the red craw color, or the fire craw color, something like that. Just like a bright red crawfish style imitation, perfect for this time of the year when those fish are feeding up on crawfish. For whatever reason, red seems to do really, really well in the early spring, and as you guys will see today, this thing did some work for us. I believe this is the 1/2 ounce size, 3/8 ounce size maybe, but super interesting. I'm really excited to get this thing out and play with it some more. Again, like I said, we caught some fish on in today's video, so you guys will have to stick around for that. I really, really like this thing though. I'm probably gonna have to pick up some more and a few more like universal colors, maybe like a white, a black, a green, pumpkin, something like that. This red is just a little bit more situational for me. Again, it's more of like an early spring, late winter kind of deal for me. And I feel like it's just kind of an interesting little presentation. It's not something that you see a whole lot. Well, I mean, I'm sure these bass see a chatterbait like 8 days out of the week, but that bigger blade puts off so much more vibration and pretty much the same package that they're used to seeing. So I think that might be just enough to throw them off a little bit and make them hit this a little bit more frequently than they'd hit a normal chatterbait. Plus with that big blade, you can really slow it down, which is super beneficial this time of the year when those fish are a little bit more lethargic and they don't want to chase as much. And to go along with that, we got the Gary Yamamoto 4-inch Zakos, or Zakos, however you say them. They're the watermelon with copper/orange with red flake. So watermelon with copper flake on top, orange with red flake on the bottom. Pretty self-explanatory. The folks over at Gary Yamamoto are not the most imaginative when it comes to naming their bait colors because they have like a million of them, so it just kind of gets repetitive to try and come up with a unique name for every single color. So I think they just kind of started labeling the colors as what they are. But yeah, perfect little chatterbait trailer, especially paired up with that hot craw chatterbait. So definitely put some work in on these today in this video. And then the last two baits that came in the normal months box are going to be these two Spro Crankbaits. We first got this one. This is the Rock Crawler 55. I think everybody's heard of the Rock Crawler. This one is in the, I believe that's the Red River Craw color. So just like a brown back, kind of like a red, and then an orange belly. Really interesting color. They're translucent, so you can actually see all the way through that bait. Really, really interesting looking bait. I throw the rock crawlers a lot, especially this time of the year. They have like a little bit more of a subtle wiggle to them as opposed to a lot wider wobble that a lot of these other crankbaits have on the market. And I've had some really good success on these. I've gotten a few of these from BassBaitsMonthly in the past. They're really great crankbaits, obviously. Spro makes some absolutely fantastic crankbaits, and I just love the design of their baits, honestly. Their little eyes and like the gills and everything always reminds me of like those old World War II fighter jets and stuff that they have like painted with sharks' mouths and stuff. But yeah, super sweet little bait. Really excited to throw this out. This isn't a color I've owned before. I don't really have a lot of red or craw style crankbaits. I usually just throw a lot of baitfish style ones just because I usually throw a crankbait when they're more feeding on baitfish. But really interesting. Again, it's perfect for this time of the year, that little red color. So we're going to have to get this out and see if we can maybe catch a couple on it. Alright, and this last bait is also from Spro, like I said. Also a craw style crankbait, although I don't think I've ever seen a crankbait in any pattern even remotely close to this before. This is the Spro John Cruz designed Little John MD50. So it's a medium diving crankbait, pretty similar to the rock crawler. I think it dives a little bit shallower than the rock crawler, but pretty much the same diving depth. And they call this color Bluegrass Craw. I guess I can see where they got the name from. It's kind of a craw style paint job, but I've never seen a blue crawfish like this before. And then it's got like these bright orange accents with little like light blue or white dots on it. Really weird looking color, but super interesting. We're gonna have to try this out. Maybe do like a full challenge video devoted to just throwing this little thing. I'm really interested to see if we can catch something on like a turquoise blue crankbait. I've never seen anything like that before. But yeah, I really like the Spro Little John series. Like I said, I really like the styling of Spro, but I also really like the rattle system, or I guess it's not really a rattle system that these things have. A lot of them have like a little tiny faint BB in them, but they also have like this rubber ball that makes like a really different noise. Just super subtle, really, really natural, just something different that the fish don't hear a lot. You guys probably can't hear the rubber ball underneath the rattle. You have to like actually pick one up and shake it to actually hear what I'm talking about, but there's like a really faint rubber sound. You can actually feel the ball like thudding around inside the bait. Really, really interesting. But again, love the Spro crankbaits, love the Little John series. A little bit expensive for me to pick up on like a regular basis, at least at this point, but hopefully one day I'll have a tackle box full of these bad dudes, and yeah, we'll be able to catch a whole bunch of fish on them. And the last couple of baits in this box, the folks over at BassBaitsMonthly were, again, nice enough to send over to me. These don't ever normally come in a normal BassBaitsMonthly box, at least as far as I know, but I'm super stoked, really grateful that the folks over at BassBaitsMonthly were nice enough to send this stuff over to me, and really excited to get some hook rash on these baits. So like I keep saying, they sent me 2 swim baits, and I, again, was not expecting this. They told me they were going to send me a couple of things, so I was thinking like maybe some poppers or like some drop shot weights or something like that, but I was not expecting 2 swim baits. And they're 2 swim baits that I've wanted to add to the arsenal for a bit too, so that worked out really, really well for me. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. First up, this is the G-Rad Baits Pistol Pete, or sorry, I think this is the Sneaky Pete. The Pistol Pete is the smaller one, the little 5-inch size. I have that one, I've caught a couple of fish on it. Not my most favorite bait ever, which is why I kind of wanted to try the bigger size. The one issue that I felt like I was having with the smaller Pistol Pete is I felt like it wasn't really a very easy bait to control. It's super, super twitchy. It's almost like a jerk bait, but with a joint in the middle, so it tends to roll and kick from side to side a lot more. But from what I hear, this bigger size is a lot more easy to control. It should be a lot better to throw around in some smaller ponds. It's like a shad color. I don't know what they call this color, but just kind of like a bright shad color. Got some turquoise, some purple, some yellow in the belly. Super sweet looking color. Probably a little bit more suited for off-colored water, but I'm sure we could throw this around in some clear bodies of water and get bit. This also looks a lot like the golden shiners around here. For whatever reason, the golden shiners in Colorado at least tend to have a bluish back to them. So got a couple of ponds where we have some shad as well as some golden shiners, and I'll definitely be throwing this thing around, see if I can get lucky on it. And then the other bait is the one that I am really, really excited about. I've been trying to pick this bait up for a good little bit. Never pulled the trigger on it. They are a little bit expensive, but again, the folks over at BassBaitsMonthly were like, hey, we'll just send you one. And that is the brand new Baitsanity Explorer Gill Glide. So this bait is actually a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but I believe it's like 2 and some change ounces. I don't know exactly how big that Sneaky Pete is, but I think this one's just around that 2.5 ounce mark. So super manageable swim bait. You could probably throw this on like a flipping stick if you really wanted to. I generally tend to throw it on my like normal heavy swim bait setup, if you call that, the one with the 300 size reel on it, which is probably a little bit overkill for just like a 2.5 ounce bait, but it works for me for the moment. You could probably get away with throwing this on like a 200 size reel with like a 7.6 or a 7.10 rod or something like that, but I just don't have one of those at the moment, so we're making it work with the bigger swim bait setup. But yeah, super sweet little bait. I think they based this off of like their normal Baitsanity Explorer, which I actually have. It's like a longer shad style bait, super wide action on it, and this thing seems to have some decent action on it as well. This is the floating version, so it stays pretty close to the top of the water, but you can get it down to about a foot or 2 if you really work it pretty quick. But yeah, overall, really, really excited. If you guys can probably tell, there's already a little bit of hook rash on it. Not because I've caught a fish on it, unfortunately, but just because I've been throwing around a good bit trying to catch a fish on it. But yeah, you guys are definitely going to be seeing this thing a little bit more, especially once the spawn hits out here in like the middle of May or so. These fish are really going to be keying in on bluegill style presentations, and this thing is going to get smacked. But yeah, that's what came in this month's box. box, the last Bass Baits Monthly box I'm ever going to get. Now we're going to get on down to the water and catch some fish on a couple of baits that came in the box. Again, super big shout out to Bass Baits Monthly for sending over those 2 swim baits. I really appreciate it. It's going to be absolutely sick throwing those things around at some point soon. But yeah, I'll meet you guys down at the water. And yeah, if you guys want your chance at winning some baits from me, then just stick around and watch the rest of the video. At some point, there's going to be a little giveaway section, and you guys are going to have some instructions to follow to possibly win some free baits. But yeah, meet you guys down at the pond, see what we can do. All right, folks, here we freaking are. The pond that dreams are made of in all its pre-spawn glory. Gotta love it. Water is looking very dirty, which is probably not going to hurt our bite at all, considering we got the chatterbait and the big plate chatterbait at that. Water's down just a hair from last fall, but overall not too shabby. Grass looks like it's mostly gone. Should be able to have ourselves a decent day out here, folks. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the wind out here. I know it's freaking blowing, but we are going to get started, see if we can't get ourselves a couple of large heads in this wind. First cast, no way. First cast, got a fish. Decent one. Oh my god, dude, no way. First cast, got all humpback out here. Let's freaking go. Man, it's gonna be hard for me to go to class in a little bit if they keep biting like this. Oh man, I might have to call in sick for today, folks. Look at that fish though. Buddy's got something wrong with his back. He's eating good, but he's definitely got something wrong with his back. All right, bro. Appreciate you so much, buddy. First cast bass. Hopefully that's not bad luck. Enjoy your spring. Get your back looked at, bro. Shit looks like some bad scoliosis. That's freaking badass, bro. I gotta tighten my drag down. My drag slipped, but badass. First cast, first fish on the new big blade. Let's go. See if we can do that again. And maybe not backlash this time. I think there's a big old turtle out there too. I can't tell, but I think I can see a big old snapper right there. Jesus Christ. Oh god, that's a fish. Oh my god, dude, he hit it as soon as it hit the water. That's a good one. Yes, sir, dude. Yes, sir. Biggin. Let's go, dude. Woo! Oh, yes. Big old bass ate the freaking big blade. Let's go. All right, he's not actually that big. He's probably about 3, though. I'll take that. That's the best fish of the year for me, for sure. $3.20. Just under 3¼ pounder. Second fish of the day. Been here for like 20 minutes. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's freaking go. All right, big mama. I'll catch you later. Have a good spring. Peace out. Yes. Dude, let's go. Alright folks, if you guys have stuck around to this part of the video, you are now going to have a chance to be entered into my 250 subscriber giveaway. I really appreciate you guys showing me all the support and love on the channel recently. Again, we hit 250 subscribers a few videos ago and I literally just never noticed. For whatever reason, YouTube's really buggy with like the follower count. Like it'll fluctuate from like 245 to like 270 in like a day and then go back down for whatever reason. It's not like anybody's like unsubscribing and resubscribing or something like that. I think there's just something weird going on with YouTube, but I literally didn't notice that we hit 250 subscribers until I looked last night. But yeah, we finally officially hit 250 subscribers, and I think it's time for me to give some stuff back to you guys, just to show you guys my appreciation. So generally for my bigger giveaways, I like to give you guys a whole bunch of stuff that you guys can use this time of the year as well as through the rest of the year. So a lot of the stuff that you guys are going to possibly be able to win is going to be stuff that you can use during the spring, summer, fall, pretty much throughout the entire year, but I did try to give you guys a few things that I think I personally would like to use during this time of the year. We got some moving baits, we got some bottom baits, we got a whole spread of stuff, and pretty much whatever you like to do, I think I have something to cover it for you. So I'm going to show you guys what you can win real quick, and then I'll tell you guys how. So we got 5 baits for this giveaway, and again, I tried to give you guys a nice good spread of some stuff. So we got some moving baits, some slow moving baits, whole bunch of stuff for you guys to throw around this spring and summer, but you guys can win this Strike King. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. So this giveaway, you guys can win 5 baits. We got 2 hard baits, 3 packs of soft plastics. Tried to give you guys, again, like a really good spread of stuff to throw through the rest of the spring and summer. So we got a little lipless crankbait, a little red eye shad in the East Texas special color, just like a little shad style bait fish kind of imitation with a blue back, a little bit of chrome belly. We got a Livingston Flatmaster. This is the blue truce shad color, so just again like a little shad bait fish imitation. A little bit of a deeper diving crankbait, should be perfect for this time of the year as well as a little bit later in the summer once those fish start pulling out into deep water. Then we got some flipping baits. I threw in some of the Cajun lures, Bayou Bugs. This is the gumbo color, just kind of like a orange with some blue and orange flake in it. Really interesting, should do a really good job of imitating some crawfish. Speaking of crawfish, we also got some of the 4-inch college craws from Big Bite Baits. This is their black, blue, silver color, so great for some dirtier, more stained water, whereas you can throw the flipping baits in a little bit clearer water. And then we got some of the Z-Man Zinkers in their green pumpkin chartreuse color, so just their rendition of a Senko, but super, super durable. These things, again, are made out of that Elias Tech material, so they'll last you forever. So yeah, if you guys want to win this little package, all you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment down below. The comment is going to be the most important part of this, just because I don't really have a way to like reach out to you guys to let you know you won, unless you guys have reached out to me first. So if you guys leave me a comment on my video, that's going to be the way that I can find you to get the baits out to you. This giveaway is going to run for 2 weeks, so you got 2 weeks to get your entry in. Usually I let them run for a week, but with these bigger subscriber giveaways, I tend to let them run for a couple weeks just to give people more of a chance to get their entries in. But yeah, you got 2 weeks, so the day that's popping up on the screen right now is going to be the last day that you guys can enter this giveaway. Make sure you guys enter before then if you guys want to win these baits. Shipping is going to be for US only. I always forget to say that. I haven't had an issue with it yet, but US only. I'm not going to be sending these to like Canada or Mexico or something like that because shipping just gets ridiculous. But yeah, that's what you guys can win. Really hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, and let's get right back into the action. Man, this wind is a goddamn pain to deal with, but I'm gonna be catching fish like that all day. I will stay out here gladly. I don't have a ton of time, so I'm gonna keep moving. As much as I'd like to keep fishing that spot a little bit more, we're gonna see if we can find ourselves some more large heads. Gonna kind of take a little walk in the water over here, see what we can't make for ourselves. Another one. There we go. Another good one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come here, bud. Oh, yeah. All right, smallest one of the day, but I'll still take him. Hell yeah, a little 1 3/4. Again, on that big blade. They really seem to like that thing today. All right, buddy. Have a good one. Later. Hell yeah, dude. Get another one. I don't know who says Chicago's the windy city. I'll tell you what, northern Colorado takes the cake. Early spring, late fall. Woo! Okay. Gonna make a move. Just so I can get moving and warm myself up a little. Jesus Christ. There's one. There we go. Oh, big one. Big fish. Holy crap. That's a big one. Oh my God. Let's freaking go, dude. Oh my God. Another like 3.5 pounder. Oh my Lord, homie. Let's go. I knew there had to be one up along these reeds somewhere. Yes, sir. I got him right in the top of the schnoz, just barely hooked. God dang, dude. Hell yeah. Freaking fat one. Look at the belly on that one. That's definitely a female. She's getting ready to spawn. Another 3-pounder, just over 302. I'll take that all damn day, dude. Let's friggin' go. All right, folks, I think this is gonna be the fish that we ended on. It's getting really close to when I need to get home, so I'm probably just gonna call it on this one. I still have that long walk to get back to my car, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this last Bass Baits Monthly video. I really loved it. I freaking loved all the baits that came in this one's box. Another absolute banger of a box. And I'm just really sad that it's gonna be the last one. But if you guys enjoyed, let me know by hitting the like button. Subscribe if you wanna see some more content from me, and we're gonna get this big old girl back in the water. All right, one last look at that big old bass. All right, honey, have a good one. See ya.